Did you turn it off or are we still going? Let's talk about the hike, shall we?
So, we weren't actually going to climb any mountains, aka volcanoes, in Hawaii, but it turns out that being 6'8" and carrying around a body that is 6'8" means that you probably won't be safe on a zipline. Some poor planning and poor communication, but somewhere around there it didn't get across to us that Jeff was too fat to go ziplining, and so we couldn't go ziplining because I wasn't just gonna go ziplining without my husband.
Couldn't go ziplining because I'm fat.
It was a really tough morning, let me tell you. We decided there must be some hiking trails around here, and so I just pull out my phone and I see, oh, there's one 8 miles from here, so that's like where we went. That's literally how I found this trail.
And so, I don't know, I was so disappointed in myself after the zipline misadventure that I let Summer book this, or kind of schedule this, and I had no idea what we were getting into.
I didn't either. So the trail started. We're not very smart because we don't live in Hawaii. And when the sign says overflow parking for the trail, I thought, okay, well, you know, we'll just park here and go up, because we didn't even try the main lot. I don't even know why that didn't cross our minds.
So we started at like sea level, nearly sea level. Then we hiked, and let me tell you, the overflow parking, I don't know what it was overflowing from, but it was overflowing like halfway down the mountain. It was like 1.5 miles just to get to the starting point of the hike.
Little did we know that it'd be like a 2-mile uphill trek to get to the actual starting point to this trail. So by the time we actually got to the beginning of the trail, I was already like complaining about being hot and tired. And all we saw were some cows. Yep. So, oh, it was brutal. It was brutal. Because then we finally got on the trail, and it was just never ending.
So I didn't know what we were getting into, and apparently Summer's version of Google Maps does not have like a mileage thing on it, like a scale thing.
And it was beautiful. We saw a lot of, I loved it. I loved everything we saw. And every time we thought we were getting closer to the top, we'd see people coming the other way, and then somebody would ask, or I would say, how far to the top? And they're like, you're almost there.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun, but it was exhausting, and I wasn't ready for it. If I would have been ready for it, it would have been a different thing, but I just wasn't mentally prepared for it.
And so anytime people were coming back down, they looked really happy. They didn't look hot and sweaty, and I thought, easy. Why am I suffering? I mean, I must be really out of shape.
There were little kids going up and down that mountain, and they didn't even have any water bottles. Their parents don't love them. Another crazy thing is, that wasn't even the tallest one, man.
And I would say, oh, how far do we gotta go? Oh, half a mile. And I thought, half a mile uphill though, way different story. And then I'd go to the next person. How long? Oh, yeah, it's hard, but you're almost there. Keep going. And I'm like, okay, well, what does almost there mean?
And it turns out we walked like 4 miles uphill both ways.
And then there's like other people that are like, oh, you got the worst part out of the way. It's flat the whole rest of the way. How did you figure this out? I don't understand. We're in pursuit of climbing to, I can't even speak. Schleier. Not flat.
It was crazy looking down at helicopters. I'll just say we saw Oprah's house from where we were at. I don't know which one it was, but it was probably one of them.
I wanted to quit a lot, and I just said, we're gonna make it to the top, because we're in Hawaii. And if we don't get to the top, we're gonna hate ourselves for the rest of our lives for not completing the trek up the mountain, aka volcano. So we made it. And now I know why they were so good looking on the way down, is because the wind blew out all the sweat out of their hair because it was really cold up there. And turns out when I saw them and asked them when we get to the top, they had already been walking downhill for like a good 45 minutes. Of course they look good.
We came back down. It was a lot easier going down, but you felt it in your quads.
Oh, so many lies on one little mountain. But we did it. We conquered.
But woof. So that's why I learned about hiking up a mountain in Hawaii.
Hey, one last thing we should share is our last day there. We took some tours, and I wanted to include some of that footage too. We didn't really get to talk too much about it, but we toured a plantation, an old plantation. It was actually kind of a museum, and it was pretty awesome. They had all the different plants that grew on Maui and in Hawaii, and this gave us good history of the island and some of the agriculture there. And then the other thing we did was we toured the old sugar facilities, the old sugar factory that's closed down at the end of 2016, and it's kind of turned into like this ghost town. We went to the sugar museum on our way to the airport on that last day. So the last photos are all that, but it was a lot of fun. It was a really good day. So I'm including some bonus photos here of our last day and our trip back. Thanks for watching.
Alligators in Hawaii? Why aren't there alligators in Hawaii? That's a really good question. There are no snakes in Hawaii. But why are there no alligators? This is just my prop. Stop now.